Okay, could I have your attention, please? Could everybody please stand? Could you face the flag? Oh, and Len, could you go ahead and say the pledge?
Hold on, they're shutting the music off. You can adjust this. There you go, sir.
Thank you.
There you go, sir.
Go ahead, Len.
Would you please face the flag and repeat with me? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Len. And John, so we have our sermon.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for the morning light and for our sheltered night, for our good health, each loving friend, for all the blessings that you send. Please help us in our plans to share our blessings with those in despair. With work of all and nothing less, your help will guarantee success. And now bless this food to our use and us to your service. Amen. Amen.
Thank you, John. Now we have our song. Howard Naylor.
Okay. You guys have seen me before. Some of you have not.
Fortunate ones.
This is my age because I'm kind of tone deaf, you know. I've been directing choirs and chorales, small ones, my entire life. And the only reason you get this, I don't need it. The only reason I need this is to find out what note to start on. The average person who gets the job says, okay, we're going to sing God Bless America. And half of you can't sing. So I'm here for the other half. The other thing is, this thing is kind of confusing to a guy like me because it's got about 12 or 13 holes all around it. And you got to decide which one is it that you want to blow into. Well, they came along with this. And this is for the dimmest of them all. This one is locked into my hole. This is the one that works every time. And here we're going to do America the Beautiful. Okay? My country, no. America, America the Beautiful. I'll give you the same note. And just when I wave my hands, follow me. If it all works out, we'll get the same at the end at the same time. If not, just keep on singing. No. Finish speakers, all right. There we go.
Disruption.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of rain, for purple mountain majesty above the fruited plains. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Thank you, Howard. I want you to know that Howard has hit a pinnacle in his life. He is 95 years old this year. Thank you very much. The Rotary Club Sergeant of Arms is Sean Sennett. Thank you very much. Thank you all Rotarians who conducted club duties today. And we would also like to say welcome to our visiting Rotarians and guests of our Rotarians. We have Janice Lemke at our head table. We have Phil Colosimo, the president. They'll be sitting there as well. We have Lieutenant Governor Krit Sim Pokrum, who is also our Lieutenant Governor for Kiwanis. We have Joan Ebert, who's Superintendent, Clark County Schools, who's come to talk to us today. Round of applause there. And we also have our past president, Karen Weisenhunt. Karen. And we have Bert Reiner and Brian Callahan, his visitor. Thank you, Brian. All right. So I would also like to have our past lieutenant governors raise their hand. Now we have 9. Oh, raise your hand. David Dwyer. All right. Brian Klaska. Len Yelnick. Marilyn Jones. Pete Falger. John Fenner. Jerry Petrick. Deborah Solt. Howard Naylor. Yay, Howard. And our current Lieutenant Governor, Krit Sim-Pulkram. There we go. I would also like to mention our participating Kiwanis Club attending today. And when I call out your name, give a shout out. Centennial Hills, Las Vegas. Green Valley, Henderson. Yeah, Las Vegas Strip.
Yeah.
Southwest Las Vegas. North Las Vegas. And just in our Las Vegas Kiwanis Club. Hey, well, let's hear you. Just to let you know, that club is 100 years old on December 4th, 2025. Yeah. We see that you reached your 100th year anniversary in 23. Ours is in 25. We are having a dedication on December 6th at the Ahern at 12 o'clock to 2. You're all welcome to come if you like. There'll be food there. Plan to have a nice get-together. All right. Okay, where's Janice? 12:30? You want to go ahead?
Everything else?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. My name is Janice Lemke. I'm the 103rd president of this fine Las Vegas Rotary Club. Thank you. And I'm going to invite past President Tom Krob. We have a few presentations today and then a few announcements before our speaker. So thank you everyone for being here.
Thank you, President Janice. The past presidents held their election for our board of directors here this last week. I want to thank Stu for doing the online voting for us. There were no hanging chads, I appreciate that. We had, out of our 6 candidates, we have 4 elected. I'm going to announce the 4. Andrew Turlo, Sarah Thornton, Deborah Howard, and Eric Schnoller. Right after this meeting, there'll be a quick board meeting for the new board members and for our existing board members to take care of some business for the future. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Congratulations to those new board members and President-elect Greg McGuire's here. Next, what we're going to do, where's past President David Thorson? I believe you have something for me and the club. I know, I make that so mysterious.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Recently, I was on a trip to Japan, and I attended a Rotary meeting in Hiroshima, Japan, and they gave me one of their flags, and me being like brain dead, forgot to take one of ours, so I'm going to mail it to them. Anyway, President Janice, this is for your board.
Thank you so
Congratulations.
much. Can we get a picture here? Pass the microphone. Thank you. Wonderful, thank you. Next, I'm going to invite Larry Cohn. We have an induction of a new member today, so I'm going to invite you, Past President Russ Swain, and I believe Past President Dave Thorson. I don't know if you should have left so soon. He's talking. Hello.
It's great to be inducting a new member, and to introduce him will be Russ Swain, his sponsor.
Good afternoon, fellow Rotarians and Kiwanians. Hey, welcome to Las Vegas Rotary Club meeting, our joint meeting for the annual year. It's my pleasure to introduce Stockton Ballantyne. Stockton and I work together, so it's really easy for me to do this. It's a great thing. Stockton is a property and casualty producer with Alera Group and former professional pilot who has traded the cockpit for helping businesses navigate their insurance needs. Yay! Hey, born and raised in Ogden, Utah, and a proud leap year baby, Stockton brings a unique mix of discipline, curiosity, and humor to both his work and community involvement. Outside the office, he enjoys concerts, sporting events, playing golf, pickleball, hiking, and staying active. Stockton is a family-focused dad and husband and shares his home with his beautiful wife, 2 kids, and their big-headed but lovable pit bull, Bruce. He is excited to contribute to the Las Vegas Rotary Club and connect with others who are passionate about service and community. Let's welcome Stockton.
I just want to say I've been here a couple times. Thanks for everyone being so welcoming, and excited to be here. I'll let Russ do the bulk of the talking, so.
Now I'll have David Thorson do the induction.
Okay, for you Kiwanians, we have a very involved induction process that involves paddles and corporal punishment. No. Listen, on behalf of the Las Vegas Rotary Club, it's my privilege to induct you as a member into our club today. I'm going to bypass some of the language that we normally go through here just for the sake of time, but probably everybody in the room will be interested in this. In Rotary, we use the 4-way test in our way of interacting with each other, interacting with the community, and interacting with the world at large. And the 4-way test is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? And will it be beneficial to all concerned? And I think everybody in the room here can agree that if we all approached each other and the world in that way, the world would be a much better place. So, being a Rotarian is not something you do, it's something you are. Right? And as you get involved in our service projects and our social interactions, I think you'll really learn what it is to become a Rotarian. So it's my pleasure and my honor to welcome the newest member of Rotary in the world to our great club. Please stand up and give a rounding of applause.
Pin on you, man.
Dave, picture, guys.
There we go.
He's got to get pinned real. I know. I'm waiting. I just don't want anybody running away.
We won't run away.
I might. You know, I might run away.
Yeah, there we go. All right, there we go.
I wasn't going to. Okay, we're here. Okay, ready? And Stockton, can I get you on the other side of the tree? Thank you.
Ken, tell me where to go.
Good job. Thank you. Anything else? You go, Jill?
No, I have a lot to say.
I'm going to turn the microphone over to you. Okay. Stockton, welcome to our club. We're thrilled to have you. even though past President Russ Swain is the one who introduced you. Next, we are going to proceed with announcements. I'm so sorry, is past President Jim Cole here? Who is doing the Santa Claus? I didn't see him come in. Sean, we're going to take the microphone over.
Good afternoon, fellow Rotarians, President Janice, and welcome to all the Kiwanis. We had our backpack stuffing last weekend. Thank you to everybody who showed up. We did an awesome job. We have a bunch of balls for the kids. We have the backpacks filled with stuffed animals, books. Thank you, Channel 10, and can you just smile for that one?
It's not yet too bad.
Better? Okay, great. And so Santa Claus is going to be on next Thursday, and so we're looking forward to it on the 4th. Dan's one of my mall coordinators. We're ready to go. We're really looking forward to it. If you're a Kiwanian and would like to volunteer, please email Sean. She's our secretary, and she'll get you to shop one of the JCPenney's starting around 7 o'clock in the morning. We'll take the kids around, and we're really looking forward to it. I think that's it. I think that's it, yeah.
Thank you very much. Next, we're going to give the microphone. Usually I spot where people are to keep you, Sean, like on the same side of the room, but not today. So wherever Liz is, we're going to go to Liz. Oh, I did good.
Sorry, I'm butting back in. I forgot to mention,
Fine.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll gladly take the fine. We have finalized a second round of purchases for Santa, Safe Nest, and for Project 150, $10,000 each in clothing. That is part of the Winter Santa Claus project. So thank you all for your generous donations. I really appreciate it.
Fantastic. That was worth giving you the microphone back.
So I cannot believe this, but it's only a week until our holiday party. I hope you guys are excited. We are going to have a silent auction. We have some really amazing
Chinese auction.
Oh, that's right, sorry, Chinese auction, where you drop the tickets in the buckets, for some really cool vintage gifts. We're gonna have the photo booth. This year, the little thing that they're giving us is they're doing a 20-year age regression. So if you wanna know what you would have looked like 20 years ago, come and take a picture at the photo booth. They sent us a sample of Janice, and Janice said it was spot on, so it totally worked.
From what I remember.
From what you remember.
For the older people in the room, this will help remind you what you look like. Sorry.
What I thought was interesting, no offense, but your 20-year regression was a high school photo.
I love you for that.
I know, I was like, that's really cute. Anyway, it's at the JW Marriott. We've switched ballrooms, so please pay attention to your email. We're now in Cascade. But this is your last chance to RSVP. Unless you want to eat past hors d'oeuvres and cocktail accompaniments, you need to let us know you're coming and make a choice today. So, and please submit your photo for the Guess the Rotarian contest. You will receive, I am making all of you who submit a photo a special commemorative ornament with your photo on them. So please submit with the help of Melanie. So please submit your photo, and then you can collect your ornament off of our tree when you leave. So we hope to see you there.
The picture of them when they were younger.
Yes, when they were young. You will have an ornament with your childhood or youthful self that you can collect on your way out. So we hope to see you there.
I sent you one and you denied it. Must not have been a good one.
We'll just see how well the regression picture works. See if we can get it to go back far enough.
Oh, you're funny. Okay, let's give the microphone to, please. Let's give the microphone to Susan Ziobro. Right here.
Hello, fellow Rotarians, and most welcome guests too. We are having a hands-on volunteer event with Salvation Army and the Angel Tree on Tuesday, December 16th. It's 2 hours from 2:30 to 4:30. And what we'll be doing, the location is near Tropicana and McLeod. It's at 4775 McLeod, and we'll get that a flyer out for you. The impact is going to be simply magical. It'll be life-changing, and it provides dignities for the parents of children who are having a rough time this time of year. Because what we're going to do is, when people make their Angel Tree donations at a store or at their work or whatever, those presents get taken to where we're going to help the parents shop for those. And the parents actually get to pick out something they know their child wants that's going to give them glee. They're not getting a anonymous gift and that's not going to hit that magical spot for those kids. You get a chance to do this. And we really need your help. Our shift, we can have up to 25 to 30 volunteers. You don't have to do it alone. You can bring friends and family. Please invite them again. Tuesday, December 16th, from 2:30 to 4:30, and it's on the east side of the strip at McLeod and Trop. Please sign up right away. Thank you.
And I'm sorry, I stepped away. Did you do Magical Forest too?
I can do Magical Forest.
I didn't know if Brock was, Brock's doing it.
I thought he's here today. Aren't you, Brock? There we go.
I didn't recognize him.
Am I going to Brock now?
Right, John. Once again, Opportunity Village's Magical Forest. I don't know how many years we've been doing this, taking, 15, 20 people there. And Michael Williams has agreed to go early to get us the train loading dock, which is the most fun part of the Magical Forest. So it is 2 weeks. It's 1 week after the Santa Claus and our Christmas party, the following Thursday, and we need to be there by about 5 o'clock, lasts till about 9 o'clock, and it's a great, great time.
Thank you, Past President Brock Frazier. I didn't officially address you. I apologize. Okay, Sean, sit down. No. Can you give the microphone actually to Tina Bishop? You're doing, mention the walk. You can mention the Walk for Water and breakfast with.
A few weeks ago, Tom Thomas had donated funds to our club, not to our club, but to One Drop Walk for Water, and on behalf of our club. And we invited the Rotaract students from Clark High School, and they participated in the walk. So hopefully we'll have pictures of that soon, and I want to thank Tom because they loved it, loved it. And then I just want to remind everybody to sign up in the Green Book for the next Breakfast with Books, which is in February.
I'm sorry, I totally threw you off.
Yeah.
But then we just did a gathering. Did we already announce the last one too?
We did it.
Okay.
I don't know if we announced it, but we had a doubleheader Breakfast with Books. I want to say that Hollingsworth sang happy birthday to me. It was wonderful. And it went over well. We had enough volunteers and a good amount of people at both.
And I'm sorry to put you on the spot. I didn't think we were going to have time for all the announcements. So yeah, thanks for.
Sorry.
Thank you. That's my fault. We have highway cleanup January 10th. It's in the Green Book, 9 a.m. Elliot, you have an announcement? The upcoming social graduation, or Mijung? Mijung will make it.
Hello, everyone. I'm a little jet-lagged from trip, but I wanted to announce the 25 Club Social. This one is special because it's a graduation of members. It is on December 10th at Randall Brody's home, and his address is in the Green Book. I hope to see you all. It's 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., and you don't have to be 25 Club member to attend, so please come.
Thank you. And then last announcement is Rosalie Hedrick, which is all the way back here. We're ahead of schedule, like we're good.
Hi, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. I just wanted to announce, it's early, our next corporate tour, which is going to be January 6th from 1 to 3 p.m. We're going to be visiting Viticus, and Viticus is an education school over on Eastern and Patrick. They're a 98-year-old organization. They offer courses that operate in real-world environments in regards to medical surgeries for humans and animals. So that is a continuation of the Mabel Hoggard Elementary School that we toured recently. So for those of you who did that, I'm sure that you will want to do this. Reminder, the cost is $25. The dollars go to the Las Vegas Rotary Foundation endowment. So please plan on participating. Again, January 6th.
Thank you. So the great news today is we're going to end up having some fellowship time at the table. However, Kiwanians, we do something called surprise and delight. So there's a hidden message, and the person who finds it comes up to the podium and reads it. So I will give everyone a hint. The hint is on the table up here and in my hand. So take a look, find it, and I'll wait. That means nobody looked at the wheel before now? The trophy has a new ornament on it this year. Okay, I'm going to have to give you another hint. It's titled Surprise and Delight. It has a title. So I'm glad we have extra time today because I'm going to wait until somebody finds it. You have to come to the podium and read what it says. Melanie, I knew you'd find it. Thank God. Okay. Tell them what this says. Right here. I'm gonna go up there.
Oh, I have to go up here and
Here,
tell them?
you gotta tell them what does it say.
Okay.
Where you
Where
found
did I get
it.
Okay. So it's in our weekly showcase, and it says, Surprise and Delight. I am intimidating, tasty, and can fly. What am I? And I think it's a turkey.
And then you have to squeeze this at the microphone. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So with that, we have fellowship time. Enjoy.
Hi, everybody. I hope you all enjoy your meal. It's been delicious, the salmon and the roast beef. Everybody gobbling things down, just like the turkeys do. So thank you very much for coming today, especially all the Rotarians and the Kiwanis that are devoted to the volunteerism that we have in this city. I was reading a Review Journal today that we're rated 49th for volunteerism. Can you believe that? If we had to look at this room, I wouldn't say that that was accurate. I want to also take this time to thank Kristen Grimm, who is the activities coordinator for all the schools in Clark County, for helping us. Big round of applause for her. Yeah, he's outstanding. Our varsity quiz has just grown and been just tremendous every year because of it. But now I want to take the opportunity to introduce the new superintendent of schools, and Jean Ebert, who is now taking on the reins. And she comes after several controversial folks that have been in that position. And I want to thank her for coming today to talk with us. We've asked many to come and they haven't come. So thank you very much. She brings more than 3 decades of experience, passion, and proven leadership in Clark County School District. Her journey in education began as a math teacher at Von Tobel Middle School. That's where my kids went to junior high school. Yeah. And since then, and Kelly went to Von Tobel as well. Since then, she has dedicated her career to ensuring every student has the opportunity to succeed. Recognized leader in education, Ebert has a strong track record of improving student outcomes across Nevada. Her work is defined by clear focus on expanding college and career readiness, advancing innovation and equity in classrooms, and fostering a culture where employees feel valued and students thrive. I like that. And before joining CCSD, Ebert served as Nevada Superintendent of Public Instruction, overseeing nearly 500,000 students across the state's 17 school districts. And under her leadership, Nevada overhauled its education funding formula to better meet the needs of expanded access to career and technical education opportunities. Ebert holds a Master of Education in Instructional and Curriculum Studies from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. So she is a rebel clear and through. Yay, round of applause for that. You know, if I said a Buckeye from Ohio State, how many claps would I get? Oh yeah, we get a few. Go Bucks, I-O. And in mathematics from California State University, Fresno, her leadership has been recognized nationally with honors including the ISTE Impact Award, the National Community Builder Award, and the Presidential Award for Excellence in Mathematics Teaching. What a talent we have to take over our school district. And she's going to talk a lot about her efficiency report, transforming education and make it relevant to our students and early childhood literacy, which is so important, and we can't transform CCSD alone. And she has a great vision, and now we can listen to what her vision is for the school. Superintendent Ebert, thank you.
What a pleasure to be here with Kiwanis and Rotary. And as was mentioned by your president, volunteerism, working together, that is how we're going to lift up entire Southern Nevada, Nevada as a whole. It is something that coming into this county school district, then I had a phone call and some friends said, I think you need to move to New York. I said, what? I'm here in Southern Nevada. We're the 5th largest move. And I had the opportunity to go to New York, and so I took it. I was the the senior deputy commissioner for the entire state. There it was 3 million students and leading pre-K 20. So in my portfolio was not only K-12, but pre-K, which in New York, fully fund 100% 3 and 4-year-olds. 100% of 3 and 4-year-olds. Let that resonate with you, because in Nevada, we fund 4-year-olds. 11% compared to 100%. So there are many things that I can share about current context and how we need to think about education. But that experience in New York, do I want to go back and pay those taxes I was paying? How many of you moved to Nevada because of our great taxes, right? There you go, admit it. I love it too. But it's something that we need to hold two concepts in our head at the same time. Because when I was in New York, I never went into a high school classroom that had more than 22, 23 kids. I never visited a school that didn't have all the counselors they needed, school psychologists, social workers, all of the resources. I'm talking about textbooks, right, materials, our special needs students. All of the resources were there for the educators in the state of New York. $24,000 per student. $24,000 per student, compared to $9,000 per student here in Nevada. So when we have an expectation, the F, when people want to talk about the F in anything to do with schools, it is in funding. The F is in funding. There's this expectation of competition, and the resources in the playing field are not equal. When I received a phone call 6 years ago to say, you need to come home, I said, what? I need to come home? I'm working in an environment that believes in their teachers, that funds education, that believes in their children, that 100% of children can achieve. So the conversation was, what are we going to do as Nevadans to move forward? And the word that got me started with an F. And it was funding. Because the funding formula for education was out of whack. And my 25 years prior as the Clark County School District, I left as, started as a math teacher, had 10 different jobs in the school district, but was as a cabinet member trying to move the system forward, right, with the resources that we had. And I said, great, if we are all in looking at the funding formula, people always ask, where's that marijuana money going? Right? How many of you asked that question? Yep. And you voted for the marijuana money to go to education. Where was the room tax going? Right? Those are all the questions, because you're like, I voted to fund education. Where is all that? How come I'm not getting results? Because I voted to fund education. The fact of the matter is, the legislature took the money in and then moved the money around and out. There was a leaky hole in the bottom of how the funding was flowing. And so in 2019, I decided I had to apply, and thankfully I was selected by then Governor Sisolak to be the State Superintendent of Public Instruction, and worked with the legislature, worked with a young man named Jeremy Aguero to figure out how to fix it. And so in 2019, 90 seconds before the legislative session ended, 90 seconds. I was still testifying at 10 p.m. that night. They gavelled in the bill, Senate Bill 543, which locked in the marijuana money, the room tax money, that it couldn't go anywhere else except for education. That is, yes, a lot of people to lock that box. You say the marijuana money is supposed to go to education? Yes, it is. So since 2019, so if you're still asking that question, then we haven't done a good job in informing you. Since 2019, the money has stayed in education. Both room tax, all of the taxes, mining tax as well, that is supposed to go to education stays in education. And we know what happened the next year, right? 2020. COVID, the pandemic. The formula is built on revenue, and we did not have revenue coming into our state. So yes, we had a great formula, but the revenue was not coming in. Coming out of the pandemic, 2023, increased revenue. So we had historic funding. First time ever in education, $2.6 billion added to the education pot for funding. It still didn't get us out of the bottom 40 compared to the rest of the nation for funding education, but am I grateful for it? Yes. And I'm grateful too, Thanksgiving, it's a wonderful time. I am grateful, and one thing I didn't mention in the story is that the reason why I came back, not just because we had the opportunity to change the funding formula, but it's because of the people, the teachers. Every single teacher that I have ever worked with, well, maybe 0.5%, not, but nearly 100%. Bus drivers, food service, educators, principals, central office work extremely hard every day on behalf of the 300,000 children. So you sign me up to work with great people, I'm there. I am there. And we will continue to fight to gain more resources for education, because you have seen, and on your table, if you haven't seen, one thing that's not on here yet, but this last school year, I was proud to share just around 300 vacancies. I'm really excited. We had over 600 people come back to the Clark County School District that had left. So that was very exciting. And I also attribute that to the pay, right? We have higher people, more people staying. Our retention rate increased. So if you don't have the churn of people within a school building, right? Families that live in neighborhoods with teachers, they get to know each other. They get to know the great things, the not so great things, your cousins, all the pets, everything. But it creates that environment of home and family. And so this year, we have the most licensed educators ever in the Clark County School District. Over 19,000 educators. 19,000 that are fully licensed, ready to work in our classrooms. You see the retention rate there. One of the things, I am a secondary math teacher, but my heart is in the babies. So pre-K, because I know if they get, and many of you know, we have electeds in the room as well that have served. If our kids get the social emotional learning when they come in as pre-K, they get their early start with literacy, mathematics, fine motor skills, little bunny foo-foo, right? They running through the forest, right? When they can engage early on, they will be successful. And that's not just because Joan Ebert says it, it is research. We also know that if we can get the 3 and 4-year-olds into pre-K, that we have people that can go to work, that can join the workforce ready. Because daycare is very expensive. Very expensive. So there's many pieces of pre-K that can be successful, that we can be successful. We have the increase there for rates. I will tell you that is not good enough. These rates are not where they should be for proficiency, for English language arts and mathematics. So we have the core 4, pre-K, literacy at our elementary level, mathematics. My team always jokes. They say, you chose mathematics because you're a math teacher. No, it's because our scores in that area are actually lower than our literacy rates at the middle level. We have a high need there. And then the 4th area, which I'm going to dive into here in a moment in more in depth, is our workforce and college readiness. Bob, did I get that right? Okay, great. So I met Bob, and he let me know that he was from Switzerland, and we had a little bit of conversation about workforce. So don't let me get off the stage without talking about workforce. So that's just a little bit of a start to give you a high level, piece of where we are as the Clark County School District. We are a destination district. And what does that mean? People are going, Ebert, your destination district. You think about Las Vegas, right? Many of you have been here for decades, half a century, born and raised. all of those things. And you remember that we thought Rainbow was the far, right, west. Nothing's going to be built past Rainbow. That's really as far west as we're ever going to go. Wow. Yes. No. And we are a destination, not just here in the Las Vegas Valley, but as far as Southern Nevada as a whole, right? Destination. We absolutely can be the destination school district. Because I've been back east, I've been to New York, I've seen what's happened in Massachusetts. And I will tell you, our people are better. Our people in Nevada are better. We just need to make sure they have the resources. And so with that, when we think about, there was a piece too when I was trying to wonder if I wanted to apply for the job. This is year 36. And in education, I know I look like I'm 36 years old, but no, a little bit older than that. But year 36, and I don't see myself going anywhere else. I am home. I'm here to work and lift up with all of our children in many ways. Last night, I was at the state championship game, Arborview, against Bishop Gorman, yes, who recruits internationally. So, yeah, they did a great job last night. Both teams were really phenomenal in what they did. And Bishop Gorman did win 44-7. Last year, it was 69-7. So the same two teams, they're going against each other, but lifting up. But they are part of the education system, right? Athletics. Our dear friend who was lifted up has so many other components of making sure that our children are engaged and they can see themselves in the work that we do within our schools. And so with that, with workforce, building back trust within the community, being transparent about what we're doing, competency-based, mastery-based, mastering everything, and demonstrating that you have mastery. We, for a long time, have said, you're in 9th grade, you're going to you're going to be placed in Algebra 1, biology, social studies, all of those things. And have not had a conversation, rarely had a conversation with our freshmen. What interests you? Why would you want to come to school? And so flipping that script, Ryan Cordia at the Northeast Career and Technical Academy has been doing a wonderful job. Every child entering chooses their leaf, their path, and then they sit down and say, okay, you want to be a marine biologist? Now we're going to enroll you in algebra. You want to be an engineer? We're going to make sure that you enroll in physics. So it's flipping that script of not just being in a grade level, 9th grade, 10th grade, you have to earn a diploma, but what is your dream? Who do you want to be? Do you want to be a politician? Great, we'll make sure your literacy skills are there, that you can communicate, and that you have a firm handshake. Some of those things durable skills that we teach our students so they can be successful moving forward. So Ryan and his team are working across and figuring out not just about seat time. We have 180 days, so many minutes. I'm like, thank you. So with that 180 days, some of our students can actually move faster than 180 days, right? They can finish the content in 160 days. Great. We also have other students, and mathematics is usually one of those, especially Algebra 1. It's one of the most failed classes across. It's not because they can't do the math. It's some of those children just need an additional 10 days. They don't need 180 days, they need 190 days. But the system, right, says 180 days, well, here's your F. But if we had given them a few more days, and that's what Ryan did when he first opened the school 3 years ago, is he actually added 5 additional days. He's adding more to the school year. He actually had almost 150 students earn a passing grade instead of an F because it was time bound. We want our children to be successful. We want them to know. We want to know what they can do, what they know and they're able to do, and they need to demonstrate that before earning a grade. But it shouldn't be because it's based on time, how much time, and their age, quite frankly, because we all develop at different rates as young people and actually old people. We're all moving forward at different rates, but yet in education, we've kept this time piece has to be the same. So we're in the process, and I'm going to need your help as well in changing that up and making sure that our students have time to go join the workforce. What Ryan is doing is he's creating an incentive. We have 9 weeks as each quarter, and if students finish their coursework in 8 weeks, then the 9th week, they can go out and work in a business or on a project that they choose. They need to make a determination. Ryan and I have had conversations because I'm like, oh, I like that idea that incentivizes. I'm talking too long.
No, you're not.
Oh, okay.
But I could listen to you all day. I really could. But we're going to make sure we allow enough time for Q&A.
Okay, great. Can I just finish the one piece okay.
I hope you do.
So work with workforce, because as I just spoke earlier, some students need more time, and then they wouldn't have that opportunity to go out for a week. So how do we do that? And how do we change the mindset of the adults? He too, as a building level principal, teachers are used to the bell ringing, the 180 days, all of those things. The teachers have pushed back a little bit, but they've sat together and had conversation about what's right for our children. And they're figuring out how to adjust lesson plans, that if Joan is really ready, we'll use Brian is really ready to move ahead, that he can, and he's still sitting next to me, but that I, Joan, need a little more time, that I can have a little more time too. And that is hard on teachers. So how do you structure that and make that happen? We need to make sure we're supporting our teachers as we move forward in that realm. So with that, I will be quiet and get ready for questions, or I won't be quiet because I'll be answering questions.
So Sean?
I was just going to say one thing. Sounded like Janice was doing this. Hold on. It's not working now.
Yeah. I don't even want to know.
Never mind.
That's her job, right? I don't want to cut her off, but who has a question? You can just raise your hand.
Yeah, great. I'm used to here. Well, I don't know. I can't see the table number, but this person will do number. Oh, you've got the microphone.
Yeah, I'm a little short. You can't see me over the top of the chair even. The question for you is, can you put together any kind of a plan that can bring the parents into this fold? Because quite frankly, I think the parents are probably the biggest stumbling block you have in the school district.
Thank you. So first, number one is we are in the process of developing our strategic plan. We have a survey out, which is not just for parents, but it's for all of you. Bob, I don't believe Bob has a child in the school district right now, but I still want Bob to take the survey. So the survey is open to 100% of our community. Charter schools, private schools, our students. Actually 62, we've had 45,000 roughly people respond to the survey so far. 62% of them have been students, which is awesome. They're engaged in the education system. But so please take the survey. And I'd also ask too, and we're going to do several dream sessions around the entire county. So my deputies, Felicia Gonzalez, Dr. Jesse Welsh, will be going out and doing virtual sessions as well as face-to-face sessions. So we are in the process. Yes, parent engagement is an area that we need to lift up and make sure that they're part of their students' success.
I'm next. Thank you for being here. I'm hoping you can answer a question that I've been struggling with for months. So I have a bachelor's in child development and a master's in special education. I started my career working with Head Start in California, and I'm currently employed by a fellow Rotarian who owns multiple preschools here in the Valley. I'm their enrollment specialist. As you know, yes, preschool is the place where you need to catch them. A large percentage of our families rely on programs like Urban League and United Way for subsidized care. With the Trump budget cuts, Urban League is gone. All of their employees have been fired. All of the workload has been pushed onto the Department of Social Services. I'm told repeatedly there is no space in Clark County for these families to get preschool on a full-time level. And without full-time childcare, these families cannot work, and you perpetuate the cycle of poverty. So how are we as a school district going to start supporting these birth through 4- and 5-year-olds that are not covered by United Way outside of Clark County for full-time childcare?
Yeah, that is a societal issue that absolutely, when we talk about the pre-K and working in that way, and the team, actually, I did testify during the special legislative session that if additional funds were to come in under the film tax bill, that those would be directed for pre-K. So that's just, working also politically, right? How do we make sure the funding from the state level, because right now as a school district, we receive, and you would know this, Nevada Ready Pre-K dollars, which is, just a few 1,000-ish kids. We don't get funded other than that. And so it would be taking away from the other system. But how do we reach out and make sure that we use those funds appropriately? So we are going to expand in February more pre-K seats, but it is that coordination. I am on LinkedIn because I just amplified United Way's expansion as well, reporting to City of North Las Vegas. But it is going to take all of us, and we are looking internally to see how we can do that. But I do expect the team, within the resources that we have right now, to be able to help more seats by February. Will it close the gap 100%? No. But we're going to continue. And then the legislative session, 2027, and there's an election prior to that, you need to be asking our elected officials, what are you going to be doing about that? And then we vote. And if that is, your priority, you vote as such, and make sure they are specific of where, because it's one thing to say, I support, it's another thing to say, this is where the dollars are going to come from. Thank you.
Hi, over at the other side of the room. Thank you for being here. I have so many questions, but I'm going to stick with one. Our Rotary Club here, our focus is on, one of our main primary focuses on early childhood literacy. And we did a community needs assessment, 10 years ago to come up with that mission. And one of the things that I remember is that a child's learning level at 3rd grade was sort of a determinant factor of so many other things, including whether they were going to end up in the incarceration system or not. And during COVID, since you mentioned that, we shut these poor kids out of school for 2 years. And I'm really afraid as a citizen that 10 years down the road, the 3rd graders and 4th graders that we robbed of that development period in those 2 years are just never going to catch up. And so I'm wondering if you're noticing that in the school district, if you have a strategy to address it so that we don't end up with jails that are more full than they already are 10 years from now.
Yeah, so I will tell you that being at the state level during the pandemic, I was able to see what all the schools were doing for making sure that learning continues. Clark County School District stayed out the longest, unfortunately. I kept trying to, with the prior administration, get kids back in. Washoe County School District did a phenomenal job. They brought kids right back in. That they were never out unless they selected to be out. And then two, I used for the South, Faith Lutheran did a phenomenal job during the pandemic in making sure that the continuum of learning was going on. So identifying our students that are at risk, the ones that are not on grade level, is where our dollars are flowing. The extended school day, making sure that they have resources in the summer, because it is about time in that, do they have enough time? They lost time face-to-face interacting with their other students, with a teacher, and so we're expanding in those areas, but really identifying those students so that they're not a large group, as you noted, and that they continue on. The progress that has been made has been phenomenal just in the last few months, and I've been in classrooms we just had our interim assessments, so monitoring our students, and every single teacher that I've walked into their classroom, a couple hundred, have seen increase in growth at the elementary level, and they are really focusing on and concerned, like I am, like you are, in making sure that bubble doesn't not happen.
Incredible. So I'm going to just take over the microphone and have you stay here for just a minute. That was incredible. We thank you so much for being here. I'm putting you on the spot, but I know Dr. Kathy Mahon, a few others might have questions. Do you have to dart right out of here, or do you have a few minutes? I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah, I need to go by 1:30.
Okay, well then, we can maybe get we have your contact information and they can follow up. Okay, but on behalf of Phil and myself, we have a certificate in your name. We are donating to the Just One Project to help combat hunger in our community.
Yes.
So
that's
thank you for being here. We're going to just do a quick photo.
Take a picture. Yeah, get in here, Phil.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much again for being here. A pleasure. And I'm going to give you the microphone to invite our next guest up.
Okay, I just want the superintendent to know that I'm a psychologist, and when I've done testing for children, and when you take more time with them, they actually do better, and you can't determine their IQ to be lower. So if they have more time to work the blocks, for example, they actually get them. If you cut them off on it, obviously they're going to come out with a lower score. So taking time with kids is very important all along. Okay, so our next, could we have?
Major Kyle Smith.
Huh?
Major Kyle Smith.
Okay. Could we have Major Kyle Smith come up, please? Give the good news.
Well, there's been a competition. I love competitions. Do they like competitions at school still? Oh, yeah. Fantastic. I knew you were great. I knew that. Here is the great trophy. Now, I'm a Rotarian. My wife is a Kiwanian, and so there's the family dynamic. She needs to join a club, so you can do that. But if you look here,
when we get done with this.
As a proud Rotarian, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, the last 6 years, Rotary's won. Now, I had the privilege of having another one of these back at my office, and it's got another 12 years on it. And in those other 12 years, Rotary only won 10 times. So Rotary has done very well, and I'm very proud of that. Thank you, Rotarians. Now, that said, I do love Kiwanians, please. I don't want to burn my bridges here. That would be a very bad thing to say. So I have in front of me the winning numbers, so to speak, and I'm happy to share them. This year, the Rotarian Club, so what I've done is I've got the money donated and I've divided it by how much it costs us for a can. So this year, the Salvation Army from the Rotarians are going to receive 149,422 cans of food to give to our community. Now, before I tell you what the Kiwanians made, I want to just say one thing. Why does this count? Can you imagine sitting here at lunch and everyone around you is eating and they just gave you nothing? How would you feel? And you came here hungry. How would you feel? In fact, maybe we should do that next year. Only half the people get a meal, and we could put that money towards the canned food. Man, I'm on to something.
We had a past president do that years ago, and they're still giving him a hard time.
Fantastic. Wow. Anyway, so just a thought, but the point is, it makes the point, doesn't it? And I learned that when I used to work with youth, and they said this is a great way for youth to understand why it's important to be charitable. But that said, the Kiwanis Club, who's lost many years, this year is donating to the Salvation Army $166,250. So, unfortunately, my wife's side of the family is the winner today. So thank you very much. It's really, really appreciated. God bless you guys.
Get a picture of you. Can you get a picture of him? Get a picture of you first. Congratulations. That's a real smile.
One.
Congratulations. So happy for you. You should be so proud. I know we're going to conclude, but I'm putting you on the spot. I know you had a comment. Did you want to come up here or me to give you the microphone? Okay, hold on. No, I got to give you a microphone. Sorry. You were trying to say something when we were introducing Major Kyle, so please.
This is just something funny, but it really happened. When I was in kindergarten, I used to draw pictures for my parents, like you normally do, but it was all done in black. So they want to know why. They went to a party and they saw a psychiatrist or somebody who said that if your daughter always writes in black, there's something psychologically wrong with her. You got to find out, you got to get her help. So when they came home, they asked Diane, why do you write all the time and draw all my pictures in black? And I said, Mom, by the time I get to the box of the crayons, that's the only color that's left. True story.
I think that was worth giving you the microphone.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
John Cash, would you come up, please? John, come up. We're going to adjourn, but I'd like for John to give us a little prayer to leave by. And I want to thank everybody for coming today, for your dedication, your volunteerism, and just being such nice, kind people. Go ahead, John.
Heavenly Father, you know all our secrets, all that we fear, even all of which we are ashamed. Have mercy on us and help us to be kind in our criticism of others. Channel our apprehensions into a constructive effort to help others. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, John. All right, we're adjourned. Thank you for coming.
I'll do it loud.